everyone, it's me and I am back for another look at this Eugene's Armoury. This is going to be act number 2. Now, previously I was using this autofill team, which I'm going to continue using. It is an S1++ team, so it's way over these recommended team grades, but it's just an interesting little thing to see how. And usually when I start with a certain team, I just continue all the way through the mission and the acts with it. So I'm just going to do the same here and just keep this team. In regards to whether I think any of these stages anyone's going to really struggle with them, I don't think so, unless you've just started the game like a day ago or something like that. You shouldn't really be struggling with these stages. They are fairly low team grades that are recommended for it, and they're fairly easy. You got C++ for Act 1 and then A for the second one. Even with the second one with A, with the use of battle items, as long as you got a B+, even a B or a B+ team, etc., you should get through it with your battle items fairly comfortably. And that's just purely because the majority of the stages are actually zombie stages. I'm not sure in this second one how many zombie stages there will be to people, but you should, unless you struggle to find crit, you should be able to get through these stages very easily. You're not going to do what I'm doing here with my autofill team and set it up this way, because they purely in regards to having crit and attacking, they're not very strong and they're not set up correctly. But just because they're such high team grades and got such high attack, when they actually hit these people there and the zombies, they're killing them just because of that. But if you don't have the same sort of strength within your roster, then you definitely want to be setting them up and equipping them with the right weapons, depending on whether you got walkers or human stages. So you want to be maximizing your crit for the walkers and then going back to your attack and defense for the people, and also making sure you're bringing in the right battle items for those. But I don't think too many people will actually struggle with this stage. I'm just sort of flying through this with this ill set up team here, and what I mean by that is we've got someone like Aaron as leader. This is all auto-filled, so the machine done every single bit, the weapons and everything. I have not touched a thing. So Aaron is the leader, which only gives the plus 30% attack and the 24 crit to tough, so that's why I keep trying to choose tough allies, just so I'm getting that extra bit of his crit to them and that attack. But in my team I only have the one blue alongside Aaron, so the Eric there, so it's not contributing to all my teams, this leader skill. It's only really relevant in regards to Aaron, Eric and Shane, and I'm usually trying to choose the tough allies, so it's only them three that are actually getting the benefits of his leader skills. The other ones are just flying solo on their own and just hitting with the raw stats that they have and what their guns are giving them. And most of their guns are actually attack and defense purposes rather than crit also, so they're more relevant to people's rather than these zombie stages. But like I said, because their attack stats are so high, they're actually killing most of these zombies with the hits, and when their rushes are going off with ones like Jesus, who are the big hitters, and also Aaron has a multi-hit, and Shane is another big hitter in regards, not as big as Jesus, but a big hitter nonetheless. And so they're pretty much killing them straight out with those rushes, and that's just purely because these zombies are not top of the grade and it's not a high level in regards to the team recommendations and things like that. So that's why these guys are doing completely okay, even though they're set up completely wrong in regards to stage, whether it would be zombie or human stages. They are completely not a great team at all. They are an S1++, but that's where the, I guess, nice looking things go from them. They do have nice characters in them, but their leader mixed with who's in there just doesn't mix completely at all. I would never actually use this team for a defense team or raiding anyone or anything like that. This is just purely entertainment purpose, I guess, looking at the autofill here. But it is an interesting little function that it has with that autofill. It's just I guess if you don't have the right combination of players, it will set it up really weird like it does here. It's got the strongest players, some of the most upgraded players to make the highest team grade, but they're just ill-fitted to each other, and they shouldn't really be in the same team alongside each other, most of these ones. But they're getting through these stages fairly easy, and it's making it look, I guess, easy enough and comfortable and like they know what they're doing. But if they actually come up in anything that was a bit more difficult, like in regards to the level and the team recommendation and things like that, these guys would struggle. Like, imagine them on an S1 stage or an S1 plus or an S1 plus plus. They would just be murdered pretty much because they're lacking the crit and also the attack and defense for the whole team. So they would actually get slaughtered, but it's okay for these early stages, and it was just a little interesting thing I found when I was setting them up and I was playing around with my teams a bit, this autofill. If you haven't tried it, definitely try it and see what the computer throws up for you in regards to your team grade and also your weapons. It's just a fun little thing to mess around with. I haven't been bringing in battle items either for these stages because, like I said, even if one of these guys died, I imagine I wouldn't expect one of them to die, but if they did, I'm not too concerned. These guys, even though they're a bad setup and mixture, they still should be able to get through these stages comfortable enough, just because it's not a very high level, and these guys have got a high attack and also defense and health sort of purpose. Not all of them have the high health, most of them are single digits, and what I mean by that, not in the thousands, and that's just purely because of the leader. If you could name a billion better leaders to be putting in for this team, like a Shane would be much better or something like that, but these guys are doing okay at the moment. If you are struggling with these stages, as always, comment and I'm always here to help. But that is me out of here. Thanks for watching.